This next comic is from Florida, and he has a website called comedyoutsider.com. He's everyone's favorite comic, Andrew Burnette.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? How you feeling? I realized recently that I have the kind of face that makes strangers go, I can talk to this guy about drugs. And it's true. Especially homeless people. They love to offer me whatever narcotics they have. And I've learned what kind of drugs they have for sale based on the volume of their voice and the distance when they ask me. Say if it's something real heavy, real hush-hush, like heroin, barely a whisper, right when I'm next to them. Hey buddy, do you like to ride horses? Well, I know I'm in Texas now, but I'll just hoof it. If it's something a little bit more casual, say like weed, it's like a conversation. While you're walking by, they'll be like, hey man, you look cool tonight. Bet you like to smoke grass, huh? I got the best bud in town. Well, I'm sure you do, Nine-Toed Joe, but I think I'm gonna say no tonight. Now, if it's something real crazy, like crack, 2 blocks away, direct eye contact, full volume. A, B, C, come on, smoke some crack with me. I'm telling you, this shit ain't free. A, B, C, crack from me, give me all your money. Well, I enjoyed the song up until it became a stick-up, but how can I walk the other way? Have you ever been walking down the street and you just subconsciously go to lock your doors and you're like, oh, I'm walking. I'm just out about in public. I do enjoy some drugs, though. I will say that. You can, look at me, right? I'm just trying to de-stress. I think that's something that we can all get behind, whether you're into drugs or not, is there's a lot of stress out in the world, you know? Like driving, what a headache, right? Not as much for me anymore, I'll be honest with y'all. That's because now, whenever I drive, I carry a suicide note with me. It's not for me personally, it's in case I run over a pedestrian. I figure you just jump out and slip that note in the person's pocket before the cops show up. What are they gonna do, right? Hey, it looks like you hit this fella here. Are we gonna have to take you downtown and wait a second? There's a note sticking out of his pocket. Don't blame the driver, I wanted to die. You're free to go, sir. So sorry for any inconvenience, I apologize profusely. I get stressed out over small things, really stupid things, I'll be honest. Like dumb things, like crosswalk signs. They bug me, you know? They're so old. I think it's time to bring them into the 21st century, like the walk sign. What is it, a stick figure with his legs apart walking? It's time to update it. It should be a stick figure with his legs apart walking while looking down at a cell phone, being hit by a car that is also being driven by someone looking down at their cell phone. Seems a little bit more modern age. And the don't walk sign. All these years, that orange hand just staring at you, who would have thought that was foreshadowing our current U.S. government? No. No. Don't even think about it. That's about as much as I get into politics, honestly. I just don't care for it, really. But as long as I'm being controversial, how about we talk about religion? Huh? This is something I try to tell myself all the time, and I think it's good. It's a good reminder for everybody. And no matter how stressed out you get in life, just remember, somebody had the job to circumcise baby Jesus. And that's no small task. I'm assuming, I mean, I wasn't there, but what are the odds of babies swing a pipe ever, right? You know? I just can't imagine, you know, you're just at your job, Maybe it's not on the agenda that day, they show up. Here, we want you to circumcise this little guy for us. All right, well, it would be no problem at all. What a cutie you got here. What do you say? King of Kings, huh? This little guy here. What a cutie. What a cutie. But it'll be no problem. We'll have it done in no time at all. You'll be right on your way. Oh, sorry, what's that? Lord of Lords. All right, well, let me just go reach for my scalpel. And we'll get right on our way, folks. It'll be a great time for everybody, and no problem at all. I'm sorry, say that one more time. Savior of all mankind. Well, I quit. Here you go. Don't worry about the copay. We'll take care of that. Get some extra lollipops on the way out. Sorry for any inconvenience, folks. And do you think Jesus had a midlife crisis when he was like 16 or 17? You know, he went out and bought that pair of sandals he had his eyes on for so long. You know, the fire engine red ones with the T-tops. I'm making water in the wine tonight, baby. It's party time. I gotta escape from reality, folks. That's why I love to read books. It's just a nice escape from reality. And I finally recently brought myself into the modern age. And I got one of those ebooks. I bought a Kindle. And it was a really beautiful day when I picked it up. So I went out to the park. I sat down on a bench. I dropped the thing. It cracked. Immediately I thought to myself, you know, it was better when I just lost my place. Remember that used to be the big bummer with books? What page was I on? No, I ain't got nothing to read. I didn't give up though. I went back to the store. I got a second Kindle, this time in black. Because black don't crack, baby. And if it do, I'm gonna sue, all right? I'm just trying to de-stress, and having money would go a long way towards making that happen. I got a friend, right? Like all of us. We all have a friend. This friend in particular is 1/16 black. That means he can only say, no. That's it. Pretty sure I shouldn't have said that. I apologize if I offended anyone here tonight. That free water was worth it, right? Yes, indeed. I know I'm a little controversial sometimes, and the next thing I'm going to say may be the most controversial this evening. But it's a belief of mine, all right? I believe that colleges perpetuate homosexuality. All right? All my young friends talk about is eating raw men all day long. All day long. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. When do you got time to study, buddy? And to make matters worse, a lot of them say they prefer Oriental. I'm pretty sure that's not been the preferred nomenclature for quite some time. My studious friend. I don't know. I've been single for 2 years, which is coincidentally also the sign for peace. It's kind of my own fault, though. I made a promise to myself that I'll never date a coworker, and everybody's a comedian. They said, end with the softest joke. I'm just joking. I actually read a study that said that weed will kill your libido. Not me. I don't want to come across as some white trash Jerry Seinfeld up here, but who are these scientists? Puff, puff. I'll pass. That's the only impression I do. Before I do get off the stage, you guys have been a lot of fun, by the way, and I feel like I can open up about myself a little bit more to you. You know, like I need to get something on my chest. It's this recurring dream that I've been having, night after night, this recurring dream that a blind lady is sucking my dick. And I'm about to ejaculate, but I'm considerate, so I warn her. She shushes me. Shh. Listen, I'm blind, I'm not deaf. I knew you were about to come. I could hear your semen trembling through your vas deferens. So I get off, and she swallows it, and it heals her eyesight. And for the first time ever, she looks up at my face and she says, I gotta go, I didn't know you were into drugs. Thank you folks, you're wonderful, have a good night.